And I want to go b5. That's what I want right now. So he plays rook fd1. Now, you can't rush with this move because, believe it or not, obviously this is the point, because white can sack. And the problem here for Magnus would be he would lose 3 pawns. He would lose 3 pawns for the knight, and his position would fall apart, and white's structure stays totally intact. Magnus, of course, doesn't blunder that and plays queen c5. And retreats, and he's like, all right, if he goes back to c3, I'll have to figure out something else, but Biden goes for h4. And h5. So Biden is trying to wreck Magnus's kingside structure. We've already seen Magnus deal with some adversity earlier in this video. He plays knight f6, he fights fire with fire, and then here he calls up Biden's bluff. He takes the pawn. I mean, you go to sack a pawn, right? You're sacrificing a pawn so that Magnus opens up his king, and maybe you have queen g5 and bishop f3 to win it back, but the point is Magnus is like, okay, do your worst. Thank you for the pawn, now what? Biden's like, that's a good point. Knight e2, I'm gonna go win the pawn. Boom, b5, uh-oh. Now you're playing on my terms, you're playing on my pace of the game. You can bring the knight to b6, that's great. Where's it going? Now your knight is in jail. You made one attacking move. And by the way, are you still gonna go win that pawn? Is that still part of the game plan? Oh, you're gonna attack my queen? All right, I'm going queen e7, now what? Oh, you're taking the open file? Yeah, remember this pawn that you gave me so graciously? Well, you could have it back. If you don't take it, I'm going to either push or take you. So I'm just gonna keep opening your king side, right? If you take it, then I have this, kabam. So now your pawn is a target for my queen. And also, when everything settles, I'm gonna win this knight. And then this pawn is a loner pawn. That pawn is a loner pawn. I am going to go attack your king. So Magnus uses what he got as a counter offering. Biden comes in with his rook and doesn't take. He doesn't take the pawn. He lets Magnus has the h pawn. Oops. Oops. The bishop ties with the queen. And now this. And you cannot play g5 because queen g7. And there's a pin. Every piece of forward momentum that Biden used on Magnus, Magnus immediately turned back. Wins g5, wins c1, and now slides the king on over because it's not the black king who is weak, it is the white king who is weak. And now Magnus will proceed to slowly but surely rip it all apart. Queen g5, look at this, doesn't even take the knight because it's trapped. All right, so rook d6 and Magnus just advances. And yeah, I mean, rook d5, queen f4, and Biden resigns on move 46.